everyone, what's up and welcome back to another video. Today I will be discussing all the books that I plan to read in May, but yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen. I kind of flunked my April TBR, but anyway, that's not the point I'm trying to make. I will be on leave for about 10 days, so I think I can smash out my May TBR. Before we get started, please remember to like the video, subscribe, and yeah, let's just jump right into the video. So for the month of May, I'm participating in the Readathin Reading Challenge, and this is basically just a challenge where you thin out your TBR, and I'm quite excited for it. So let's just jump right into the prompts. So the first prompt goes with another reading challenge, and this is basically you choose a book that has been on another reading challenge. Say for example your 23 books for 2023 or your A to Z book challenge, something like that. And for this prompt I chose Shadow and Bone by Lee Bardugo. Don't know what's happening to my voice there, but yeah, this is part of my 23 books to read for 2023. Most of these books are on that group. It's basically because my 23 books to read for 2023 is also based on my TBR, so two birds with one stone, I guess. So this is basically about a soldier who is traveling with her regiment through a place, and then darkness unfolds and envelops them all, and now she has to train with the Grisha, I believe. I haven't read the series and I haven't seen the series on Netflix either, so this is really a new series for me. I'm a bit late when it comes to new stuff, so yeah, but anyway. The next prompt is read a thin book, and this can be interpreted the way you want it. If you, for example, always read 700 to 800 page books and a 300 page book is thin for you, you can do that. They also specified and said something under 200 pages, I believe. But for that, I'm going to choose Cruel Crown by Victoria Aveyard. I got her name for a moment. And this book has... Excuse me, really? Why does it feel so thick though? It has 54 pages. Hey guys, so Editor Natasha here. I read that wrong. Victoria Aveyard also include a few chapters for the Red Queen as well. So the book actually has 142 pages. That is why it felt so thick past me. I couldn't understand why only 54 pages felt like this thick. Yeah, that is why. I was blonde in that moment. I didn't check properly, so just thought I'd put that out there. So I will be diving into that. If I'm not reading this, I'll probably read one of the Chateau Me novellas. Then the next prompt is the newest addition to your TBR. I did buy Kelly Armstrong's 13 last month or the month before. I don't think I will be able to reach 13 this month. I have like 4 more books left. I can do it if I want to, but I want to take it slow. I want to enjoy the series. Anyway, so I chose Tennis and Tattoos. Can't remember who wrote it, but I got it for free on Kindle sometime. I'll put a picture up here just so you can... I don't exactly know what this is about. The cover intrigued me, so that's a fail. Anyway, I think it's a fantasy series. The next prompt is your favorite genre, and to be honest, all these books are my favorite genre because I like fantasy. So I was going to go specifically by choosing urban fantasy, and that would be Kelly Armstrong's Frostbitten. And this is about Elena and her pack, a werewolf pack, and how they investigate gruesome murders that are happening in Anchorage. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. But anyway, so they investigate this, and slowly but surely they uncover deeper, darker secrets that are happening in this area than what they expected. And a new supernatural species just arrives, and this leaves Elena questioning everything she believes in up until now. This is the 9th or 10th book in the series. I'm slowly making my way through the series, and I will, once I finish everything, have a reading vlog uploaded for that. Unfortunately, I didn't start the reading vlog by reading Bitten, but I do have some videos where I read Bitten and some other books of Kelly Armstrong sprinkled in. I'll have a playlist uploaded once I'm done with 13 and once I'm done with the whole series. But yeah, this is for the month of May, and hopefully I'll probably read Spellbound, I think, which is the next book. That or Waking the Witch. The next prompt is a book that starts with an R like a R. You can leave out determiners like the or an, But I was lucky enough to find a book that starts with an R, and it was on my previous TBR as well, which is Ready Player One. I'm not going to delve into this. If you've seen a lot of my other TBRs, you will know that I spoke a lot about this book, so we're just going to dive into it. I don't know what I want to start first. They all are intriguing me, so we're just going to roll the dice and see. The next prompt is a TBR repeater, and for that I'm going to choose any Kelly Armstrong book that I still have left, because I've been saying I want to read the series for about 2 months now, and it's been on my TBR twice now. So the next prompt is choose one book out of your 5 oldest books on your TBR. I don't know how old these books are, so I just randomly chose 5, and I picked the one that most intrigued me, and that would be Karen Slaughter's Pretty Girls. I've heard a lot of great things about this book, especially from Gabby Reads. She rants and raves about this quite often in her reading vlogs. Not often, but here and there you'll find her speaking about Pretty Girls. What this book is basically about is about Claire Scott's eldest sister who went missing 20 years ago. No one knew where she went, there was no body found, no note or anything. Now 20 years later, another girl is missing, and Claire wants to solve this before it kind of repeats the situation of what happened to her elder sister. She's also sure that her sister's disappearance is linked with the new girl who disappeared. While she begins to investigate this, she's confronted with a horrible, shocking mystery, and one that she realizes that nothing can ever be the same again. Quite excited for this one, as I am with every book on this TBR. The next prompt is read a diverse book, and I chose The Mermaid, the Witch, and the Sea for this one. And this is about, I believe, a princess that runs away and falls in love with the pirate who's manning one of the ships. I can't remember. But the pirate, she's always done everything that she can to survive, and then one day this princess rocks up on her boat and she's like, "Can I help you?" And then they grow a relationship from there. So I don't know. I thought it was a middle grade book because it was on the middle grade section in Bargain Books. I don't know. It could be, but it looks very intriguing. The next prompt is a book that you meant to read last month, and I had a plan to read a whole lot of books last month, and then that just fell short. But anyway, for that I'm going to be choosing Unravel Me by Tahira Mafhe. I actually want to read the whole series, so that will also be a separate vlog, but I will mention sometimes when I read this book if, you know, it pops up. The next prompt is a book with purple on the cover, and for that I chose Beginnings by Kelly Armstrong. The wolf in the background kind of looks purple, and basically this book just follows how Elena and Clay met, and Elena and Clay are first introduced to us in the story Bitten. So if you've been following that story, then that's how it is. The second last prompt is to give an author another chance, and I was sitting thinking and I didn't know which book to choose, but then I remembered I haven't finished reading Priory of the Orange Tree, and I really want to read that. It's just that I soft DNF'd the book because it took too much energy out of me. It's a very thick book, very intimidating, so I was like, don't really want to read it. At that point in time, I think it was last year, but this year I decided to give the author another chance, and I'm going to dive into this high fantasy series about dragons, about backstabbing, about love, I don't know, a whole crazy situation. I only got up until chapter 5 or something, so I didn't get very far, so I have to reread the whole thing. And then the last prompt is kind of like a freebie to you, and it is a book on your TBR. I chose 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray. I don't know why I want to dive into the series, because I haven't gotten the 3rd book yet, and this is called the Firebird Trilogy. I should probably just get it on Kindle. I think it's going to be easier. But this is about a girl whose father, I think, died or something happened, and she has to travel through time. Well, she hasn't, but she wants to travel through time and reverse the whole situation. But there's kind of like a scientific thing behind it where you can't see yourself in another world because it just messes up with the space-time continuum kind of thing. So you have to be out of sight, out of mind to get this whole situation under control. I have the first and the second book, started reading this, I think I got to chapter 3 long time ago, and then I put it down because I didn't have the 3rd book, and I feel like this is going to be a page turner. So we'll see how this goes. But that is going to be it for my May TBR. Stay tuned to see what I read for April, because it wasn't a lot, but I did read. And I'll see you guys in a video next week. Bye.